After that, Sol succeeded at maintaining the agricraft without help from sediment stones. Good on you, buddy. It was quite unstable at first, but as day turned to night, his temperature control stabilized. Reagan says he's a little brat who only gets better and better the more polish you put into him. But Sol himself doesn't look that happy with what he's accomplished. Oh, why not? Ever since we met him, he hasn't been the type to easily show his emotions. That's the case even now. I just can't seem to get a grasp of what he's thinking, and that worries me. It's a very awkward sentence, Miss Rune. Probably fix that. Wow, this has such high energy content. Oh, that's oil extracted from Libro seeds, book seeds. It has a very rich aroma and it tastes great. It really sucks that I can't taste anything. Feels bad, man. Still, it feels like you could definitely get your energy back after drinking this. Not only is it nutritious, but can also supply a lot of energy. Use it as a battery. Oh, I see. Fundamentally, oil does have a high caloric content. Rune, could you pass me the reliche from earlier? Ah, the fish paste, right? Got it. I passed the reliche in the small jar to Mill. Just putting a little bit of this in really brings out the aroma. Are we finished now? We finished all the preparations. All we have to do is let this simmer until dinner time. Wow! I'm so excited for dinner. It's gonna be delicious. Thanks for the help, Rune. Yeah, no problem. Oh ho, quite a wonderful aroma here. Ah, Reagan. How's Sol? He's concentrating on the agricraft. Thought it was nighttime. Why is it still daytime out? I don't have to be there to supervise. It's been over 6 hours since the temperature stabilized, so I've had him plant seeds and water the field. If all goes well, then we should see some buds sprouting by tomorrow. Really? Ironically, had it not been for that Ophia-like P2P, he probably would have not been able to learn all this agricraft this quickly. Do be thankful for your brother, Mill. He's out there shaving off his own life to keep yours afloat. Wow! Goddamn. Sol. Tears begin to well up in the corners of Mill's eyes. You don't have to be an asshole, Reagan. I will. Goddamn. Mill replies softly as she begins to stir the pot. From then on, Mill didn't once look back at us until dinner time. Goddamn, you made her feel like shit. By the way, have you finished writing, Mill? Yes, basically. Any responses so far? I'm not sure. I haven't really checked back on it. Do it. Why are you so nervous? Whoa, why are you so nervous? No, well, it's my very first time, so I'm still unsure. You said it was a faceless exchange of messages through a book, but you put her name on it. It ought to be the easiest way to convey your thoughts, since you can take your time as you write. Still, it has its pros and cons. Just open up the book. Okay. You can do it. You can do it. Supportive messages off the bat? So how does it feel? It's such a short comment. Don't feel bad. But I feel so happy. Especially because I've done nothing but lurk around and read. Whoa. People can be a part of something just by doing this, huh? They can connect like this. There are fools who think too much and do nothing, and fools who don't think at all but act. And then there are fools that do both. Both have their good and bad points, but only the latter will produce results. Yes. It was a small step, but still a great leap for you, Mill. Yeah, you can do it. Reagan? What? Today was, well, it's been a wild ride since yesterday, but, you know, with the knife and all. It was fun. Rune is such a nice person, too, and I enjoy being around her. My condition worsened, and I ended up collapsing. But even then, it's been so long since I've had this much fun. You really are quite a strong one. Huh? You find this fun? Very well. The path you've chosen may be the right one, but also the more painful one. Just how long will you continue to think of this as fun? I see. Do you now? Go to bed. It will be a problem if we have you collapsing again. Okay, I got it. Good night. Reagan, why? Well, I don't know, lol. Why do you treat Mill like that? Because she's a bitch. Haven't you already forgiven? Look at her, Shevitz. Eh? Mill. She's smiling. No matter what I say to her, she is enjoying herself. She was able to get results from something that she herself did. Regardless of what those results were, she has always hoped to be able to effect change through her own efforts. Nice! And she did it! Once she has made up her mind, her heart does not waver. She is a strong person, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Alright, cool. I guess that's, all together on the page there. Huh? They're still not sprouting. Oh, boy. Is that Reagan's voice? You told me they would be shooting up within a day. If they haven't sprouted by tomorrow, then you had better prepare yourself. Reagan's speaking with Rupika. Is Groyce here? Oh, you may be laughing now, but I'm dead serious. Fine. More importantly, you promised tomorrow morning. How is Rainvasta's condition? I see. Don't get any strange ideas. Betray me and I will hunt you down relentlessly until I kill you. God damn. And she'll do it too. Reagan, was that Ruvika? Jevitz, you were awake? Yeah, I heard your voice, so... It has been over 10 hours since we've planted those seeds and they still haven't sprouted. So I gave him a piece of my mind. Tear him a new one. Well, there's nothing we can do but wait with these things. Even though he says they'll grow quickly, I'm sure it's on a case-by-case basis. How utterly frustrating. Are you not good with waiting? Absolutely not. Until they sprout, we cannot leave this place. Oh. Right. How is Ratona's condition? She's fine. Leave her to me, is all he said. Bet he's lying. Actually, we don't know yet. It's kind of hard to just take his word for it. Yeah, it's very suspicious. What, it's up to me whether or not I trust you? Yep. Is that so? Well, there is a way for me to find out in an instant. No way. Oh, that's what it is. Mondavin is off limits. The mere fact that you're not allowing it is as good as a confession. Wrong. I'm saying we do this the old-fashioned way. People who've been able to trust each other since long before you and your cheats. That's just an excuse. You can't tell whether or not I'm telling a lie. I'm telling you I'll uphold my end of the bargain. Isn't this what trust is really about? I don't know. Grace is hiding something. Maybe we shouldn't trust him after all? Who knows? He doesn't seem to have anything against us, but it's too soon to say for certain. He might hold a grudge against Valar. If he doesn't show up with Rainvasta tomorrow at Neo Sassari's entrance, we may have to change our plans. I bet we're going to have to deal with Citoir again. Because she's not just going to get introduced and then forgotten about. Mill, tea. Get some ready. Got it! That was demanding all of a sudden. Here you go. Well done. What are you doing with the bibliotransmission? It is quite the fascinating piece of technology, so I'm observing. Are there any interesting writings going on? I can't read, so I don't know. Oh, you can't? Not this country's language. I'm communicating with you using a kind of manacraft called Erratum. We wouldn't even be able to understand each other without it. Oh. Wow, that's amazing! Wish I could learn to use manacraft too. Don't even think about it. With your current condition, you're only going to lose what's left of your short life, and you'll die like tomorrow. Heh, I figured as much. Feels bad, man. What's with that face? No, I was just thinking how you knew all sorts of things. Oh. Well, I have lived about 100 years. When you've lived this long, you learn a little too much. If you are despised, then despise them back. When kicked down, crawl back up. When persecuted, then retaliate. Having been exposed to the cycle of abuse and oppression to so much despair, I've come to understand a great many things. And my sense of fatigue, my sense of delight, I've long forgotten such things. Oh. Reagan? Again with that backstory of yours? That's right. Just thought I'd put a little spice in your boring life. You're making such a big deal out of this. Well, I kind of like that attitude, though. It's like you're some big shot. First, I thought you were putting on an act, but it doesn't really look like it. Well, that's because I am a big shot. Princess and queen and all that. Reagan, looking at this country, at our situation, what do you think? A developing country. That sums it up well. Just about any country out there goes through this phase. And all countries that have such one-sided exploitation of the masses like this will, without fail, collapse in some form or another. Without fail? Without fail. I mean, every country, it collapses eventually. No exceptions. The collapse of a country, it's scary, isn't it? Countries rife with such injustice that continue to exist are far scarier. Besides, the collapse itself is just a trifling matter. The true difficulty lies in how that country tries to build itself up again. Say, what if, just if you could stay here, would you be able to reform this country? Without a doubt. Oh. Without any hesitation, huh? People who can't answer like that are unfit to effect change on anything on the scale of a country. Heh. The other day you asked where our parents were, right? Just where did they go? We just don't know. Huh? What? One day they just disappeared. Without saying a word. You were abandoned. Even that we're not sure about. I see. Those two, they had no other thoughts than those involving money. They'd come back home carrying loads of herbs I'd never seen or strange-smelling branches. Then they'd sell them to these hoodlums that seemingly just came out of nowhere. So your parents were drug dealers. I don't know where the money from that went either. They were only ever home when they were selling. What they gave me could just barely count as food. If Sol weren't here with me, I think I would have lost it a long time ago. Now that I think about it, just why were they so desperate to earn all that money? Looks like Sol's been quite helpful. I bet they left. Sol? Sol didn't used to be the brooding type like he is now. Ever since our parents disappeared, he's changed. I don't quite know what caused it, but Sol used to really look up to our parents. It must have come as quite a shock to him. We actually used to live downtown a little while back, but on one night I overheard our parents talking. They were discussing how the neighbors sold off kids to some facility and got paid a huge sum of money. Holy shit. Sol and I spent every single day wondering if we'd end up sold off like those kids did. Then all of a sudden our parents just up and disappeared. Oh-ho. Well, at least we weren't sold off. I'm at least thankful for that. Jeez. That's some real feels bad man things right there. You seem to have had terrible parents. Just a little bit. So hot. You gonna die? Sol, go take a break. Really? I can just step away like that? You're practically out of breath right now. Rest. Or else you'll die. Just stepping away for a short while isn't going to cause it to go back to the way it was before. Phew. The balance is pretty delicate, isn't it? It feels like there's some huge disturbance every hour or so. Winds, my dude. That's only at the start. After about a week or so, it should be much more stable. But don't forget to continue maintaining it on a daily basis even after we've left. Oh, right. You won't be with us the whole way. We'll be here until the buds are up. In any case, you need to continue the fight even without us. Here's some tea, everyone. Oh, hey, look at the article in this book. It's about you. Mel, isn't this a new entry in the article? This one looks pretty long, too. Please read it aloud for us. Oh god, no. What? Read? Who, me? Shevitz, can you even read this country's language? Yes, functions for reading and writing Viscantin were installed. Ah, she's superior. Well then, if you please. I like no one questions the installed thing. Figured Miller Soul would point that out. Okay. Here we go. I, too, lost a son. My wife died giving birth to him. He, Cairo, was everything to me. When he turned 6, he came down with a sickness called Sengel. It's a high fever that lasts indefinitely. Just like you, I bought a medicine from the guild. The medicine for his sickness was expensive. I even ended up participating in the P2P not too long ago. The money I received from it all went to paying for more medicine. But one day they told me that they had some issues with importation from Ceres. None of it really made any sense to me. No matter how many times I asked for clarification, they only ever gave me some vague excuse. I even tried to get the medicine myself directly, but I just didn't know what routes to take. The price of the medicine kept going higher and higher. God damn, this is destroying my voice. Eventually, I just couldn't buy it anymore. It was when he was 9. After 3 years of suffering, Cairo drew his last breath. His fever was so bad that he couldn't even speak, like he was just being baked in his own heat. He ended up dying with empty eyes. I cursed everything. The guild, this country, the self of mine for having been born into a family with no real money to speak of. Everything. To be honest, I was really unsure whether I should reply to your post or not. I'm sure that the people from the guild scour these bibliotransmission lines. But I came to a realization. A little girl like you, just 12 years of age, is standing up to them, but what have I done? I've lost everything. I have nothing to fear now. I want to give you my support, but I'm so pathetic I just don't even know how to. I just want to let others know. Let them know about your story, and look for others who also harbor resentment against the guild and bring them together. Thank you for giving me the courage to do this. Thank you for opening my eyes. May the blessing of mana be with you and your brother. May the force be with you. Huh? Man, the guild is a piece of shit. The chain has begun. Yes. Keep on writing. The fight has just begun. Yes. Oh. Don't worry about it, Soul. It's fine. Probably. Well then. Time to help out with dinner again. Oh, it's already been a day? Jeez, that was quick. What's wrong, Mill? You seem to have something on your mind. Are you done writing the post? Yes, I wrote that we finished preparing the field with Agricraft, that we've already planted the seeds, and we just have to wait for them to sprout. I also replied to the person who wrote back. I said thanks. Is that so? It doesn't feel very real. I never imagined that an adult could have been that honest and empathizing with me. And that's exactly how people connect with each other. When it comes to something that's very fundamental and real to us, I guess things like age don't matter at all. Yes. Oh, right, there's something that's been on my mind. Since everything is posted in anonymity, are there people who post hurtful or derogatory remarks too? Yeah, probably. Considering how it's basically a flawless free-for-all, it doesn't seem out of the question. Not really, no. Oh boy, at least I haven't seen any. It's still so early. That's surprising. I imagine people would be a lot more tactless there. Maybe it's because people would just ignore you if you wrote some pointless garbage. Is that how it works? I mean, if you wrote something negative to hurt someone, no one really gains anything. I suppose no one really wants to do that in there. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, what's that you have here? There. Man. Whoa. That is some interesting things. You think that that an anonymous forum would be plagued with it, seeing as, you know, whatever. Is it some kind of fruit? It's so pretty and red. It's an apple. You mean this? It's a mito. Mito, a kind of vegetable. I picked quite a lot around the area this morning. Oh? Are we going to be cooking with these tonight? Yes, the mito is pretty known as a vegetable that symbolizes good luck. It's an important tradition to have a mito dish during the first harvest for Isfiscantans. I see. I didn't know it had that kind of significance. If I remember right, you and Reagan will be leaving tomorrow afternoon at noon, right? I thought of making something a bit special. Oh! What is it? I'm so excited! You're really into cooking now, aren't you, Rune? Hell yeah! We'll also be boiling these. Should we get the fire... What's wrong? We are out of firewood. Leave it to me. Sorry, I need to go out to gather some. Excuse you. That's alright, I'll do it. Sorry about this. I usually ask Soul to do it instead, but... a little busy. It's fine. Let me do this much at least. Do you have any rope or anything like it? I'd like something to tie the firewood with. Oh, Soul is the one who keeps track of those things. Could you ask him instead? Got it. Alright. Oh, Reagan, where's Soul? I don't know. He's nowhere to be seen. Oh, shit. Huh? Where'd he go, I wonder? What is that boy up to, I swear? Must be preparations for dinner later. Mill said she'll be preparing something special. Oh? I'm looking forward to that. Mill's cooking is quite delectable. It's certainly something to be excited about. I want some. She really is amazing in the kitchen, isn't she? I mean, being able to please even a princess's palate? How rude. Don't lump me together with those arrogant upstarts who mistake price for taste. I swear, with you, it's just... I'll go look for Soul. Gonna fight. Huh? Where's Soul? Maybe he went back home? But it's right outside the house. Hey, Soul, you here? Eh? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Soul? You're not looking too good, buddy. Soul? A chill runs down my spine a little too late. Soul? Rune. What? What, you say? You alright, buddy? I'm gonna go gather some firewood, so I'd like to borrow some rope. Rope? I didn't bother putting it away the last time I used it. It's just lying by the entrance. I see. That's it? Yeah. Okay. Alright, Robo. I thought I was the robot. I didn't even notice. I was so focused on Mill this entire time. Mill isn't who we need to keep an eye on. It's Soul. Before he goes, snaps and murders everyone. Jeez. What is it, Jevitz? You've got quite a grave expression on your face. About Soul. Is Agrikraft, like, mentally draining? Using any craft for the first time will be very fatiguing, but it shouldn't cause any strange effects. Especially not mental fatigue. It's akin to reading a book in a foreign language that you've just begun studying. Which means... Well, this is just my gut feeling, but... Isn't there something kind of wrong with Soul? I mean, yeah, well... It's like I have a really bad feeling just looking at him. I didn't get this feeling until just recently, though. Between Soul and Mill, the one with stability issues is Soul. Why? He looked so reluctant to plant the Sagiola. And more than that, the way his stare is so blank and unfocused is really bothering me. He must be hanging by a thread. With the heavy labor he's been doing day by day, he numbs himself through that extreme amount of work. Then why are we continuing pushing him? He's running away, isn't he, from reality? Indeed. Mill seems to have accepted her fate, but Soul is different. He can't seem to come to terms with his sister's impending death. When their parents vanished, it seemed to have come as quite the shock for him. How daft. Those are the very same parents who considered selling off their own children. If this Sagiola planting works out, wouldn't that just be another blow to Soul? I don't know. But he can't keep this up. What, he can't constantly run away from reality? Watch him. That mean that he needs to accept it and move on? That's easier said than done. Soul is weak. Not through any fault of his own. A milestone, even. But this isn't the time to be pointing fingers. Unless he overcomes that weakness of his soon, something may happen. Something that we cannot recover from. This much is certain. We don't have enough time. No. Even if we had more time, for people like us who won't even stay behind to see it through, we may not have the right to stick our nose in even deeper. We need something like a spark, too. Huh? In the field, that's... Reagan, isn't that? Bud? Oh, shit! Soul, Mill! Come quick, quick! The Sagiola! We did it! We did it, Soul! Soul's expression as he just stares at the Sagiola buds is as incomprehensible as always. Maybe he's just given up on something? Or maybe he's just relieved? Can't tell. Can't even tell which based on the minute changes in his facial expressions. Yeah. Maybe he's finally seen a ray of hope, but that might also just be me projecting my own optimism onto him. What's on your mind, Soul? I don't know if he even knows. How do you feel right now? Like shit. Like always. Emotionally dead. The two of you are leaving tomorrow, right? That's almost the right pronoun. We plan to by noon. We're just waiting for a friend of ours. How should I keep on living from here on? Just live. To the fullest. Why do you think I'm asking, how would I know how to live to the fullest? I've been thrown off my daily rhythm. I've got enough money saved up to keep going without work for a while. Soon we won't have to deal with the biggest issue, buying this Aliulo. I'm going to lose my way of life soon. So just what am I going to do? You just do whatever you want and everything's all messed up now. And on top of that, you're just going to ditch us? How selfish can you get? Didn't that cross your mind? Despair sure feels good, doesn't it, soul? Whoa. Huh? You've grown accustomed to it. Despair protects you from all the sorrow of the world. No matter how far you fall, you won't feel any pain anymore. Eventually, it corrupts the mana running throughout your body. You become crippled, feeling nothing but disgust when happiness befalls you. Soul, is this way of life of yours something precious to you? I don't know. You are mistaken. What you will lose is Mill. You will lose her, and the routine that continues to let you escape from that very reality. You and Mill have been born to deplorable circumstances. Unfair and unjust. Truly pitiful. Wow, rub it in a bit. However, Soul, those 2 years left to Mill ought to be for her. If you hold her dear, then use them to the fullest for her. What do you think I've been doing? I've been working every single day to pay for her medicine. Only at first glance. But you have been running away. The fact that you've been raising this Aliulo so half-heartedly is clear proof of that. You use your powerlessness as an excuse to simply float on by with nary a plan in mind. That isn't living your life to the fullest, let alone simply living. Mill's remaining time will not change, regardless of whether it's spent in smiles or in tears. If so, then it should be spent smiling with you alongside. Do not yield to despair, Soul. Do not be afraid of getting hurt. Those scars in your heart will be the one lasting thing that Mill leaves behind, proof of her existence. Why you gotta be such a downer like this? Well, anyway, you came to me to voice your complaints, but all you got was a sermon. That's how it always goes with you, Reagan. That won't do anything to help you vent your frustrations, so it's your turn now. If you've got something to say, I'll shut up and listen. Just forget it. Excuse me. Alright, bye. She's a little domineering.